Welcome dear students to the e-learning session. Today I am going to start my first session for English grammar. In this session we are going to start with the first chapter, that is the sentence. This chapter you have studied in your previous class, but this year we are going to learn it in detail. In this session we are going to cover what is a sentence and kinds of sentences according to function, like declarative sentence, interrogative sentences, imperative sentences, and exclamatory sentences. What is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words that make complete sense, has a subject and a verb, and starts with a capital letter and ends with full stop, question mark, or exclamation mark. Now read the example given over here. The group of words which are written in the first one, when the film is over. Does it make a complete sense? No. That means it is not a sentence. But if I read the second one, I will call you when the film is over. Now, please see over here that we have put a capital letter and it is also acting as a subject in this sentence. Will call you when the film is over. Then call is the verb and we are ending the statement with the full stop. That is why it is known as a sentence. Now let's study kinds of sentences according to function. The first kind is declarative sentences. We can also call these declarative sentences as assertive sentences. These sentences state some facts and ends with the full stop. Declarative sentences are of two kinds. First is affirmative or positive and the other one is negative. For example, I can read the book. This is a positive sentence. Whereas I cannot read the book, this is a negative sentence. Now see the next example. The sandwich is tasty. This is a positive or an affirmative sentence, whereas when we use it other way, the sandwich is not tasty. Now it becomes a negative declarative sentence. Let's study the second type of sentence, that is interrogative sentences. These sentences ask a question. We put a question mark at the end of an interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentences are of four kinds: yes-no questions, WH questions, tag questions, and choice questions. Let's study yes-no questions. Yes-no questions are questions that need either a yes or a no answer. For example, it is going to rain tomorrow. No, it isn't. Do you understand English? Yes, I do. Next are WH questions. These are questions that are asked using question words such as who, whom, what, when, where, why, how, which, or whose. For example, who are you? What is this behavior? How are you? The third type of interrogative sentences are tag questions. These are fragments that are added at the end of declarative or an imperative sentence to form a question. For example, she is an American, isn't she? Tom wasn't watching TV, was he? The last type of interrogative sentences are choice questions. These questions that provide a choice. For example, would you like to sit or stand? Or which color do you like, orange or yellow? Now we are going to learn about imperative sentences. These sentences express a request, a command, or a piece of advice. For example, stop beating the dog. This is a command. Please clean your room. This is a request. Don't you eat too much? This is an advice. The last type of sentence is exclamatory sentences. These sentences express sudden emotions and feelings. We put an exclamation mark at the end of exclamatory sentences. For example, how beautiful this city is. Oh, I am depressed. Let's have a quick recap of this chapter. What we have learned today. We have learned what are sentences, what are the kinds of sentences according to the functions, in which we have learned about the declarative sentences and its two kinds, positive and negative. We have also learned about interrogative sentences, which have four kinds, such as yes no questions, WH questions, tag questions, choice questions. Then we have learnt about the third kind of sentence, that is imperative sentences and exclamatory sentence. In order to evaluate this session and see whether you have understood or not, I have an exercise for you, which is about, we have 22 sentences. You have to identify the type of sentences. Please do it in your notebook. Thank you.